As you go through the PowerPoint that's on Canvas, I'm going to do a little annotating on this PowerPoint so that you can follow along for your notes. So simple interest is the amount of money that is earned over the course of a year, and it's always based on how much you originally invested. And so this is our original amount. It's also called the principal. And simple interest is the amount of money that's earned is what we also would call an absolute change, or the actual amount increase. So in this case, when we calculate the interest on $250 at 4.5%, 250 times 0.045, this is the actual or the absolute change. And then we're going to do it for 5 years, which gives us this. We add that to our original amount, so we end up with $306.25. So a formula that we can use for simple interest is just A equals the principal amount plus the principal times the rate in which we're doing that. That's the 250 times 0.045 times however long we're doing it for. So this would be the simple interest formula. So this is the compound interest formula, and N represents the amount of times. It's called the compounding periods, and this is the number of times per year. So annually would be 1 time per year, semi-annually is 2 times per year, monthly is 12, weekly is 52. If you get bi-weekly, you get paid every 2 weeks, that number is 26. Semi-monthly, that means you get paid, for instance, on the 1st and the 15th, or the 15th and the 30th of every month. That would be 25. Okay, so this is our compound interest formula. And we're going to type it in just as you see it here for annually. So again, we have the formula A equals P times 1 plus R over N raised to the NT power. Annually is 1, and so essentially the 0.045 divided by 1 goes, goes away. This is monthly, not annually, because that would be 12. So if we will type in our annually or our yearly, we're going to type in 250, and then 1 plus 0.045, so 1.045 raised to the 5th power. We don't need the ones for annually, and so when we hit enter, we should end up with $311.55. And then if you did monthly, the N now becomes a 12. If you are using an 83 graphing calculator, one that doesn't put the exponent up here, make sure that you have your exponent in parentheses. Otherwise, it'll raise it to the 12th and multiply your whole answer times 5. And this chart just compares the amount of money in a compound interest that's doing annually. So $261.25. You get the $11.25 the first time. So with simple interest, you would get $11.25 every single time. With compounding interest, you're getting the amount of money added on to the $261.25, and then $273 and a penny, and so on and so forth. Whereas with when it's compounding monthly, Notice it's 94 cents and then it turns to 95 because every time this amount of money changes just a little bit. And so in the end, after 1 year, you have a little bit more money, you have about 25 cents more after 1 year. And then after 2 years, you have about 50 cents more, and so on and so forth. So at the end of 5 years, you have $312.95, $311.55. So it starts increasing more or exponentially because you're compounding it based on this number and not based on the original amount, which is what simple interest does. There's another type of compounding which is called continuous compounding. And continuous compounding means it's happening instantaneously or it's happening faster than every day. So once it goes faster than every day, because daily was 365, and so we had the compound interest formula, the normal compound interest formula. But when it's faster than every day, so we don't use a number anymore, we just call it compounding continuously. And so the formula changed to this formula here versus the other formula for compounding interest, which was this one right here. And so the formulas do change, and you just have to be aware of whether it says continuously, then you'll use this formula. If it tells you it's compounding monthly or daily or semi-annually, then you're going to use, of course, this formula. And then if it is simple interest, we're going to use that formula for simple interest. So you'll notice here that this E is located in the LN, right above the LN on your keypad, right next to the 4. And so you have to, since it's in either yellow or blue, in this case blue, you're going to have to hit the second key first, which tells you second LN. So in order to type this in for the problem, it would be 250 and then E, so we're going to do second, and the LN button gives you the E. You don't have to worry about parentheses on any of the calculators because it automatically puts it up there, or puts it a set of parentheses there on the 83. So then all you would do is type in 0.045, since that's our interest rate that we're using, times our 5 years, and that'll give you the answer for the next one.